For scoring good marks, regular revision is really a part of the learning process, but becomes more important as the exam approaches. Research has shown that regular revisions keeps the level of recall much nearer to its original level. Therefore, regular regular revisions should be a continuous and important part of the study program. If you revise your work regularly, say after the class on the same day, after 1 week, then after 1 month, and after 3 months, it becomes a part of your long term memory. Therefore, regular revisions on a continuous basis are very, very important for understanding any topic and for doing well in exams. Now, at least 3 months before your final exams, you should chalk out your final revision program. You should get organized. Take out all your files containing teacher's notes and your notes and organize them. If you have made your notes regularly, you don't have to look through the teacher's notes at the final revision time, because then you already have taken the points from there into your final notes. So, the first step for doing revision for exams is make a revision timetable. You have to plan your time carefully and you give yourself definite objectives for each session. So, therefore, what you do, make a revision timetable that includes all your subjects and think about combining the subjects you find difficult with those that come more naturally to you, that are easier to you, so that you have something to look forward to and don't get disheartened doing the difficult subject. Use your syllabus to make sure you have covered everything. So, if you have made your notes nicely, then you don't have to worry about this. But if your notes are not complete, then you have to look into the syllabus so that you cover all the topics. Now, once you have made the timetable, make sure you really do start revising. Don't just think that you made the timetable, you follow it for a few days, and after that, you just forget about it. No. Then you have to stick to the timetable. Don't kid yourself that planning your revision is all you need to do. Actually, you then need to revise the subjects. So, making a timetable, then you can put it like a real timetable with the days and the time slots, and paste it on your uh, above your study table and follow it religiously. Another important thing is find a suitable place to revise. You need somewhere quiet where you will not be interrupted. So it can be either your own study room, or if you're not very comfortable there, then you can either go to the library or some other quiet place, or some people concentrate only when music is playing, while others just can't focus when there is some noise. So therefore, depending on your temperament, your nature, find a suitable place to revise and start working on that. Practice uh, the difficult questions and start revising. The next one is work with the material. work with your notes. Don't just sit reading the notes. You need to interact with the main ideas to get them fixed in your mind. So either you visualize it, or you scribble something on the paper, or are you think of some example, so that it gets fixed into your mind. Whatever method you apply, but you have to work with your notes. For example, some people, they use a highlighter to show keywords. You can do that, or you can make brief notes from your own notes. You can write them again in some point form, or reorganize them. Then you can also reorganize in the form of uh, the flow diagrams, or some short forms. You can either draw pictures, or you can write acronyms for some important subheadings. So whatever is the method, but then you need to interact. You need to talk about it, talk loudly. Whatever method you are comfortable with, whether you visualize or write the points, or what, you need to do that. And then sometimes after reading a particular section, then test yourself. That also is very very useful in testing where you are going. So this is very important part of working through your notes. In the same thing, you can write out important definitions, proofs, formulae, and equations, checking them against your notes or textbook. This is another way of checking whether check learning, whether you have learned properly or not. Then next point, very important point, is take regular breaks. Your concentration will start to wander off, and you will be less effective if you work solidly for hours without a break. Divide your study periods into chunks of, say, 45 minutes to 1 hour, and then go and make a drink, or have a brief walk, or do something completely different for about 10 minutes. So, have regular breaks of short duration of 5 to 10 minutes. You can talk to your mother or your sibling at home, but I would say no TV in that break time, because, first of all, that doesn't remain a short break. And second, TV does not divert your mind, rather, it tires you and makes you forget whatever you had learned immediately before that. So, take short breaks, feel refreshed, and then you will find that when you come back to your learning after that, you better understand. You have now a better reception. So, this is again very important step. Then go over the topics repeatedly. As I was saying in the beginning, when you plan your revision timetable, you should slot different subjects in such a way that each subject gets revised at least 3 to 4 times before the exam day. So what is the benefit of this? That this going over the topic repeatedly helps it in fixing the things in your memory most effectively. Each time you start a revision session, briefly go over or test yourself on some of the things you have learned earlier. So that by recalling some of the things which you learned last revision, you will see how much you remember now. The more times you think about a topic, the more likely you are to remember it, even when under pressure in an exams. So when we do repeated revisions, usually the recall in exams is very smooth. Another very important point, work through past exam papers. Whether it is your school exams or it is board exams, it is very important to work through past exams. Analyze the recent exam papers and work out how long you have for each question and familiarize with the type of questions you have. So, by going through that, that will help you, that will prepare you better for attempting those questions. Another thing is practice answering exam questions in mock exam conditions. So, you do some exam paper exactly as if you're doing for the real exam. Take the same amount of time and equipment you're allowed to take. Do not waste time in here and there activities, and that will give you a real sense of achievement. So I say that attempt mock exam. This is very important for having a sense of time and how much you're able to achieve as if it was real exam. And of course, the last step is don't panic at the last minute. So supposing it is tomorrow is your exam and then you suddenly feel as if you have forgotten something, no point panicking about it. Rather, you need to work towards it. So if you feel stuck to your revision timetable, you should feel relaxed and confident. Try to learn the things much before the last day, and then that will reduce your panic anxiety. If you feel that you have forgotten everything on the day of the exam, don't worry. When you see the question paper, when you start writing, things will come to you. This is just because you're a little bit nervous and anxious. That's why it looks like that. But actually, things will come back when you need it. So, in summary, if you want to revise nicely for your exams, and if you follow some of these steps continuously and make it a part of your ongoing learning, then I am sure you will be able to do very well in your exam. Good luck for your exam preparation. Bye.